Hawaii, we say Mele Kalikimaka, Merry Christmas. And in our practice today, we'll do some cozy Christmas yoga, which will be pretty chill, hip opening. We'll start seated. So if you want to sit on a cushion, you're welcome to grab a pillow. I got one behind me here. And if you want to practice to music, it's in the chat box. I'll drop it one more time just in case you just tuned in, but we'll hit play together so that we're all synced up. And remember, you don't have to listen to music if you don't feel like it. But if you do, we're going to hit play together in 3, 2, 1. Hit that play button and then take a seat. You can sit cross-legged or you can sit with your heels drawn back underneath your seat. Take a moment to settle in. I've got my 2 participants here today, my mom, my husband. Maybe you're practicing next to someone, maybe you're practicing in your own silent space. Either way, just take a moment to acknowledge the energy around you, the energy within you. Take a nice long breath in and a smooth breath out. Enjoy your next breath a little deeper than before. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in even more. Sip in that sweet, sweet oxygen. Let it be a treat, a gift for your lungs. And as you exhale, a gift for the trees. In unison, working together harmoniously. On this next breath in, explore sitting a little bit taller, walking to the front points of your sitting bones. Going long through your crown. Relax your shoulders back and down. Feel your eyes turning downward in their sockets. Relax your jaw, your brow, your tongue. Be the listener of your breath. Be the listener of the birds. And as you continue to listen, notice any emotions, any feelings that are arising on this day. I know Christmas looks a little different this year. Suffering lies within the resistance. So if there's anything you're resisting, see if you can let that go. Maybe things being a certain way, old traditions that had to change. Letting go to the way things are. Accepting yourself for who you are today. Loving the ones you're with. And loving everyone else from afar. On your next exhale, draw your hands together in front of your chest in Anjali Mudra, bowing inwards, saying something kind to yourself. And then saying something kind to someone else. Send a well wish out there into the world. And allow this practice of love, gratitude, and presence wash over you. Breathe it in. Send it out. Take one more deep breath. Exhale. Okay. Gaze down at your fingertips. Watch your prayer rise upwards towards the sky, sending those well wishes up into the air. Open your arms wide like a rainbow, sending those well wishes out and down, chin to chest at the end of your out breath. Reverse that. Inhale as you circle your palms wide to the sides. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart, nice and slow, a bit of movement, meditation to begin. Doing that again, inhale your prayer overhead, growing tall from your hips all the way up to your fingertips. Exhale your arms wide, trickle them down, draw your chin to your chest, sitting long through your spine the whole time. Reverse that, circle your palms up, take the whole room in, into your heart. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, nice and tall through your spine. Reach for the sky. Exhale, open your arms wide all the way down by your sides. Okay, from here, lean over to your right with your right palm down and lift your left arm up overhead. Okay, go slow as you come back through center. Exhale, nice and tall, ribs over hips. Other side, lean into your left hand, reach up with your right. Breathe in. Exhale, rise back to center. Side to side, inhale to the right. Reach a little more than before. Breathe out, sit up tall, fingertips on the floor. Wait for that next breath in to help you lean to the left. Exhale, back to vertical. One more time, each way as you lean to the right, root down with your left shin, breathe in. Let your head be the last thing to rise. Last side, leaning to the left, breathe in. Exhale, back up. Awesome. Now reach up with both arms, reach overhead. Begin to twist to your right. So your right hand comes behind your back, your left hand comes to your right knee. Stay here as you sit a little bit taller, breathe in. Look back over your right shoulder as you breathe out. One more deep breath, sit a little taller. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale as you unwind your ribs, reach overhead with your fingertips. Other way, twisting to your left. Right hand finds the left knee. Left hand can be behind you, sit up tall. Look back over your left shoulder. Growing even longer through the spine. Look back through your eyes. One more deep breath. Twist with everything you got. Go ahead, inhale as you unwind, arms up to the sky. Side to side, twist to the right. Just for the exhale, use your side body strength. Inhale, unwind, reach overhead. Exhale, twisting to the left, using the right side of your waist to help you turn your torso. One more each side. Inhale, reach up nice and high. Exhale to the right. Inhale, unwind. Last side to the left. Awesome. Now come back through center, reach overhead. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center at an Anjali Mudra. Take a breath in. Exhale. Okay. Place your hands in front of you. Shift onto your hands and knees. Tabletop is where we're headed. You can move your pillow aside. Feel free to tuck your toes. You can stretch to the arches of your feet. With your wrists beneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips, come into cow pose. Inhale, looking forward, sway your heart. Exhale, press and round into cat. Beautiful. 2 more times. Arch your back, look up. Exhale, round your spine, press down. 1 more round. Breathe in as you broaden through your sitting bones, through your collarbones. Breathe out as you press. Awesome. Now please find a neutral spine. Scoop your shoulders back and draw your lower ribs in. Come into an extended puppy pose by walking your hands forward. Keep your hips stacked over your kneecaps. You can rest your forehead on your mat. And for your first few breaths, you can get a little swayed in the back body, helping you stretch through your shoulders, through your chest. And then invite a little more strength into this pose. Feel your knees pushing firmly into the ground as well as your palms. Strong through the arms, nice and long. And imagine the armpits can suck up into the shoulder joint. Those bottom ribs start to hug in. 1 more generous breath. Okay. Now begin to look forward and slither onto your stomach for Sphinx Pose. Take your time to settle your elbows on the ground, and then the hips will come forward and down. Scoot your elbows slightly forward just so they land underneath your shoulder head. Spread your fingers wide, loop your shoulders back, and then lift up through the crown of your head. Feel your feet pushing into the floor, your knees gently squeezed, and then a long tail lengthen. Good. Drawing the chin in just enough to lengthen through the back of your neck. You can stay like this or hover your elbows off the mat a little or a lot. Keep the tone in your abdomen the whole time, so that lengthening of the tail. Pull your heart forward, open the front of your hip flexors, last breath. Awesome. As you come down, let your elbows splay wide, stack your hands one on top of the other beneath your forehead, relax in crocodile pose. Wag your tail, wag your hips side to side. Very nice. Now hover your forehead for a moment. We're going to stretch the right chest muscle. So take that right elbow out in line with your right armpit, fingers pointing straight ahead. Slide your left palm underneath your left shoulder head. So you can push off the ground with your left hand and roll onto that right elbow. The right bicep gets a stretch. The right pec muscle, the chest muscle gets a stretch. And all that matters is how far you lean back. Opening up your heart. Opening up your right chest. Breathe into it. Three more. Good. Exhale as you roll back onto your stomach, back at center, and then we'll go the other way. This time your left elbow is directly out from your left shoulder, other arm. And then right hand's underneath the right shoulder. Left ear can be on the floor as you roll over onto your left hip, your left elbow, bicep. Breathe in. What do you feel in your heart? The left side of your chest. Open it up. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Come back onto your stomach, nice and slow. Have both hands beneath your shoulder head so you can gently push up onto hands and knees. And from there, round your spine, cat pose. Good. Come back into that neutral spine. Breathe in. Walk your hands forward just a little bit. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the floor. Come into downward facing dog. Paddle out your heels. You can bend one knee at a time. Lengthen through the opposite leg. Feel your fingers spread wide. Grip into the mat with your finger pads. Relax your head. Let your head hang between your arms. Maybe even shake it out. How's the breath? Turn it up. Settle your legs in stillness. One more deep breath. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift your heels, look up towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees a lot, and then take a slow walk up to the top. Eventually, the feet will land behind the hands, and then you can take a halfway lift, tickle your shins with your fingertips, catch opposite elbows, and then exhale as you fold in. Soften your knees as much as you need. Let your head drape heavy. Lean your hips forward. Feel your hamstrings sing. Last breath. Exhale. Yeah, drop your arms. Keep the bend in your legs. Round and rise slowly like a toy soldier coming to life. Keep your arms by your sides. Just shrug your shoulders back and down. Palms face forward. Close your eyes. Stack your bones. Shoulders over hips, hips over heels. Steady your breath. Squeeze your legs. Arrive in this moment. Receive this breath like it's the greatest gift. Grateful for healthy lungs. Grateful to be alive. Enjoy one more deep breath. Give it back generously, exhaling. We are here but for a moment. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up, nice and high. Take your elbows wide, open your heart like a cactus, shoulders squeeze on the back body. Inhale, re-extend your arms for the ceiling. Exhale, as you bend your knees for chair, send your hands forward towards me. Pausing here, take your hands together like prayer. Send your hips farther back. And then exhale, send your right hand behind you into a twist. Turn your heart to the right, but keep your knees pointing forward. Unwind, so both hands reach in front of your heart in prayer. And then exhale, other side. Left hand twists back, turn your heart to the left. Inhale, coming to center, both hands in front of your chest. Sit a little deeper, twisting to the right, warming up. Breathe in, unwind your ribs, hands straight ahead. Exhale, sit a little deeper, twisting to the left. Inhale, unwrap. One more time, a little deeper in the legs perhaps. Send your hips back. Inhale through center. Last side to the left, exhale. Good, coming through center. Let the arms come by the ears. Good, and then folding forward, exhale, lengthen through your legs. Inhale, begin to lengthen, halfway rise. Exhale, step your right foot back, lower your right knee down onto your mat. Come into a lunge. Okay, walk your hands up onto your left knee. Relax your shoulders down your back, lift through your heart. And then if it feels okay, if you're breathing all right, lift through your arms. Welcome, John. Merry Christmas. And Elizabetha, hi. Aloha. Got my husband, David, here, my mom, Niki, here joining. Nice to see your faces. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to do some yoga, we're on our way to half splits. Take your hands down, walk your hands back, and then shift your weight back. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Nice to see you. Now, as you lengthen through your left leg, notice your toes spreading wide, pressing out through the ball mound. Add a little bend in that left knee just to keep the hamstring active. And then lean forward, leading with your heart. Lengthen through the crown. 2 more rounds. Got the blocks for you. If you have blocks at home, this would be a good time to use them. Awesome. Create that length in your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, begin to walk your hands forward, bending into that front knee. Lift your back knee off your mat so you can step forward to the top of your mat with that right leg, halfway lift when you get there. Switch it up. Exhale, send your left knee to the floor behind you. Kiss the ground with that left knee and then take your time. Hands up onto the right thigh. Shoulders back, lift the heart. And then maybe the arms rise. Yeah, like that victory, arms wide. One more week of 2020. We got this. 2 more full breaths. Awesome. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, let your hands touch down. Slowly walk your hands back for that half split. Spread through your right toes. Push forward with the tippy toe ball mound. Have a little bend in that right knee. As you bow forward, check in with your jaw, check in with the back of your neck. Where can you find softness? Where can you release? Nice. Awesome. Go ahead and lengthen through your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands forward just like last time. We're going to lift the back knee off the mat. Step forward with your left foot. Come to halfway lift at the breath in. Fold forward, exhale. Chair pose. Bend your knees, curl down with your tail, and then lift your hands forward in front of your shoulders. Sit back and down a little bit more. Breathe out. Nice. Rise up, reach up for the sky, lengthen. Take your elbows wide, open up your heart, cactus the arms. Nice. Inhale, reach back up overhead. Chair pose, send your hips back, your hands forward. Now take it slow. Shift all the weight into your right foot and then lift up your left knee in one-legged standing pose. We're standing on the right leg, looking good. Catch your balance. And then add a twist with your right hand reaching forward and your left hand reaching back. Now your right hand can also hold on to your left knee or someone else's knee, I don't know. Hold on, or keep it floating for 3, 2. Now keep your chest facing the left. Simply step your left foot behind you for triangle pose. So look for one leg's distance between your feet. Gaze forward, breathe in, and then reach beyond your right toes. Tilt your right hand down. You could rest it on your thigh, your knee, or your shin. You can look down or look up. Either way, ground through that right big toe. Try to lift your left arm straight up for the sky and the right arm straight down. Breathing into the inner right thigh. Keep your legs nice and strong. Keep your spine nice and long. Breathing for 2. Last one. Go ahead and look down with your eyes. Inhale as you rise all the way up and reverse your shape. Right hand's going to reach for the sky, and your left hand can tickle your back leg. Take another breath in. Now, warrior 2. Exhale as you bend into that right knee and lift the ribs over the hips. You're more than welcome to widen your stance here. Heel toe your left foot farther back if you want to get a little deeper into the hips. Gazing forward, can you see your right big toe just inside the line of your right thigh? Awesome. Now looking at your fingertips, spread them wide. Feel your shoulders kiss together on your back. Sink into that right leg. Another breath. Good. Now begin to lean forward on your next inhale. Exhale, rest your right forearm on your right thigh. Side ankle pose is where we're headed. You can guide that right knee open with your elbow. The left hand can reach straight up for the ceiling. Or if you want to extend the left arm alongside your ear, just have that palm facing down. Yeah. Knit the bottom ribs in of the left side for 3, 2. All right, we're going to give a try to half moon. Gazing down, take your left hand to your hip. You can also choose to stay here. Otherwise, walk your right hand forward and lift your left foot off the floor. Half moon. Stay strong through your lifted leg. Flex through your ankle. Turn the toes in a little bit. The standing leg can be bent the whole time. Now the left hand on the hip can help you peel the hip open or reach your left arm up to the sky. How's the breath? Turn it up. 2 more. Awesome. And then we'll just step forward with that left foot. Come to the top of your mat. You can shake it off. Whatever did or didn't happen, it's now a matter of the past. Let it go. Feet hips width apart. Exhale. Awesome. Sit back into chair pose. Bend your knees, curl your tailbone under. Let your hands travel forward. Sit a little deeper, breathe out. Good, rising all the way up, reach for the sky. Cactus your elbows wide, lean your heart upwards, lean back. Awesome, now reach up overhead again. Bend your knees, chair pose, arms reaching forward, exhaling. Now here's where you talk to your left foot. Spread out your left toes, get it ready, and then rise up with the right knee hiked up in one-legged standing pose. Ekapada Tadasana. The toes can even be slightly on the ground. A little tippy toe action is fine. Just get your balance, get your breath, and then add the twist with your heart looking to the right. Right hand can reach back as your left hand reaches forward, or reach for that floating thigh. Keep grounding through the left big toe, and perhaps the eyes look back. 2 more breaths. Awesome. And then a big step back with your right foot for triangle pose. 1 leg's distance between your feet. Nice. Take a breath here. And then exhale, reach beyond your left toes, and then tilt your left hand down to your shin or your thigh. Nice. Feel your kneecaps rise. Turn on those quads. Stay there, mom. And then add a little micro bend. Strong legs, both legs, nice and straight, straight, straight. Yeah. Breathe. Yeah. On that next exhale, look down with your eyes. Inhale, rise all the way up through center. Flip the left hand upwards towards the sky. Right hand down your back leg. Keep breathing into the left side of your waist. Good. Inhale. For the warrior 2, exhale, bend your left knee as you rise up with your ribs. Adjust your feet if you wish to go a little deeper. The right heel can go farther back on your mat. You should have your left heel intersecting the arch of the right. You can see that big toe inside your left thigh. Feel your shoulders kiss. Sink a little deeper. Awesome. Begin to lean forward, breathe in. Left forearm to your left thigh, side angle pose. That right arm can reach for the sky or bring it alongside your ear. Guide your left knee open with the help of your elbow and let that same action help you spiral your right ribs open. Feel the heat building. Feel the warmth from within. Rest in it, sink into it. Another 3 breaths. Yeah, drawing those right bottom ribs nice and taut. Pull them in. Okay. Everything has prepared you for this next pose, half moon. Here we go. Right hand to your hip, gaze down, walk your left hand forward and off to the left just a little bit. You can use a block here with that left hand if you have one at home. Now focus on the right leg, strong and straight. Let the muscles hold itself up in place. Right hand on your hip, stay there, or the right arm can lift. Keep a bend in the standing leg. Keep grounding through the left big toe. 3 more breaths. Awesome. Simply step forward with that right foot. Well done. Relax your head down. Sway like a rag doll. Shake it out. Awesome. Create a long spine. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale. Take your hands to your mat. Step back to plank or modified plank. You can have your knees on the floor or lifted, but if they're lifted, give them a good squeeze. Take a breath in. Move through your vinyasa, chaturanga. You can let your knees touch the floor first as you bend your elbows about 90 degrees. You choose baby cobra with your hips on the floor or up dog with your hips lifted. Now make your way back to downward dog. Exhale, hips to the sky. Nice full breath in. Satisfying breath out. Well done. 2 more rounds. All right. Take your time to lift your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Good. Coming into pigeon pose. Direct your right knee towards your right wrist. Swing your toes over towards your left wrist. Settle your hips down. You can scoot your left toes back. Take a breath in to find a vertical spine. Now you can choose the intensity of your stretch with the angle of this front shin. If you're feeling good, feeling settled, walk your arms out. You could take your fists underneath your forehead. We'll take about 10 breaths on this side. Now, if you're feeling any pain in your right knee, you can roll over onto your back instead and cross right ankle over left thigh. Or you might just need to pull your right heel closer into your pubis and then roll over. Yeah. And in your mind's eye, can you feel what that back leg is doing? Can you feel your left pinky toe on the ground? It's a good sign that that back heel is directly behind your back hip. Now, where else can you release tension? Perhaps in your jaw or in your brow. Maybe your tongue. Relax where you can. Explore a little more depth with your ribs reaching away from your hips. Softening in. Good, and then take your time on your next breath in. Rise and lean onto your right hip. We're going to swing that left leg all the way around so it's straight in front of you for Janu Sirsasana. Your right foot meets your inner left thigh. Kind of like you're doing tree pose, but you're seated. Now take your left hand behind you for now and reach your right arm upwards towards the sky. Push foot into thigh, breathe in, and then start to lean forward. Catch the outer edge of your left shin, your ankle, your foot, and then that left hand can stay where it is or crisscross your wrists, hold onto your foot with both hands. Open your elbows wide, lead with your heart, forehead towards the shin. Janu Sirsasana. Janu is Sanskrit for knee. Sirsa is head, head to knee pose. But don't force it. Instead, focus on your left heel piercing straight down into the ground. A little bend in the left knee, and like you're doing cow pose, reach back with your left sitting bone. Nice. Go slow as you rise, breathe in. And set up for double pigeon, crisscross left shin on top of right shin. Now, 2 ways to do this. You can have your left shin in front of the right if it's a little sticky, or try to get that left ankle right on top of the right knee. Keep the ankles flexed, choose to sit up tall, or walk your hands forward and a little bit wide. Sway your chest side to side as you waddle your sitting bones back. Take your time. Fire log pose or Agni Stambhasana, double pigeon is what we call this. If you're all the way down with your chest resting on your shins, tuck your chin in, crown towards the ground. Then option to interlace your hands behind your back and extend your knuckles up towards the ceiling. One thing at a time though. Pull the right heel out from underneath you so it's directly underneath your left knee. Okay. Breathing into outer hips, another 3. You take your hands down if you're sitting up tall. Flex your ankles. Awesome. Now we'll see if we can reverse this. So if you're leaning forward, go slow as you sit up tall. And see if you can keep that left shin on the mat in front of you as you swing your right leg back behind you. Now we're coming into pigeon pose with the left shin in front. If you need to get into it a different way, all good. Find your way there. Choose the depth of your stretch with the angle of your left knee. Feel that back foot on the floor, all 5 toenails. Breathe in as you lengthen, and then exhale when you're ready to settle in. Easy side, since we already did that double pigeon. Take your time, settling in, one breath, letting go of something else. Continue to listen to your body, to your breath, to your feelings, to your thoughts. You can walk your ribs out a little bit farther, lengthen, soften. Last breath. Awesome. Take your time on the in-breath is when you'll rise. Lean onto your left hip and swing your right leg around in front for that Janu Sirsasana pose. Your right leg stays straight out in front of you. Your left foot presses into your inner right thigh. Right hand behind you. Left arm high. Exhale, lean forward with your left hand, reaching for the outer right shin or ankle or foot. Stay there or crisscross the wrists. Elbows wide, dive in. Feel your right heel pushing down like you're pawing the earth, that little bend in the right knee, while maintaining action in the right quadricep. Breathe. Slow to rise, inhale. And here we find double pigeon, other side, right shin on top of left. Now, when you look down, you should see an equilateral triangle, which means you don't have your heel pulled in too close, or you have your shins one in front of the other. That's fine too. Then sit up tall, place your hands behind you, flex your ankles. So you can get your heel all the way to your knee. So the heel's on the knee or underneath the knee. Now, you're either staying right up or walk your hands wide as you fold forward. I like to add this sway of the chest like a hawk, and then waddle the sitting bones back simultaneously. Be patient. Two sides not always the same. And if you find your chest on your shin on this side, try to get the crown towards the ground, chin in, lacing the hands up towards the sky. Good. If you have your hands laced, you can let them rest on your sacrum for a moment, and then eventually waddle your way back up. Lean back, take both legs out in front. Paschimottanasana is where we're headed. First, give your knees a gentle squeeze. Let's say 3 squeezes just to get them back into their alignment. And then a little micro bend. Lift up through your hands. Breathe in. Exhale, folding forward. Paschimottanasana. Three more deep breaths. Be kind to yourself with a generous bend in your knees as much as you need. Focus on the sitting bones grounding down. Last round. Beautiful. Go slow as you round and rise back up. Draw your hips forward, so the middle of your mat. Hold on to the back of your thighs. Take a breath in, and then slowly lower onto your back. Hug your knees in when you get there. You can massage your back by rolling in circles with your knees. Turn around just for ease of space. Awesome. Now please guide your feet to the floor with your knees bent, arms long by your sides, setting up for a bridge pose. Take a moment to feel your head pushing into the floor and your shoulder blades symmetrical on the ground. Arms are long so you can feel your heels with your fingertips. Close your eyes and think about somebody that you adore. Maybe it's the person you sent your well wishes to earlier. And I invite you to dedicate this back bend to them, this heart opening pose. So holding their face in your mind, take a breath in. Exhale. And on your inhale, lift your hips off the mat for bridge. Now you can interlace your hands behind your back if you'd like. Roll your arm bones together. A little bend in your elbows. Lift your chin off your chest. Feel your heels pushing down, your big toes pushing forward and down. Giving it all up for that person you adore. All the hard work, the strength and breath, the devotion. Now you can stay here or untangle your hands, place them on the floor by your shoulders, by your ears, and come into a full wheel. Maybe you come to the crown of the head first and then arms get long from there. Do your best. And one more deep breath. Take it slow, come on down. Lower to the ground. Watch out for the pets. Kitty, get out of there. Okay, when you land, take your feet wide, tick-tock your knees side to side, just to release the low back with a gentle twist. Good. When you've had enough of those, sway side to side, come into a happy baby. Take your time, drawing the knees in, hold onto the inner feet or the inner thighs. Close your eyes. Feel what's on the floor. Your shoulder blades, your spine, your entire back body. Pulling down on your heels as if your knees can pierce the ground on either side of you, or straighten one leg at a time. Awesome. Okay, let your knees come together, and then we'll cross the right thigh over the left like you do eagle pose. Scoot your hips over to the right just an inch, and then twist your knees over towards the left. Then try to keep your knees up close to your armpits. So I'm going to try to curl in really tight into a little ball. As I twist my knees to the left, I can take my left arm across my right thigh. And then my right arm opens to the right. Look to the right with your chin, but feel free to close your eyes. Breathe out. Breathe into the chest. Breathe out deeper, way down to the belly. Emptying out the low belly so you can twist a little more. Good. Now before you roll back to center, untangle your legs. That way you don't have too much weight, too much leverage. And then just rock side to side a little bit. Try to reorganize. And then we'll take the left thigh over the right thigh. Scoot your hips to the left an inch. Bring your knees all the way up towards your right armpit, as close as you can get, arms wide. Twisting your knees to the right. I think it might be like this way. Then the right arm can drape over the left thigh. Open your left arm wide, chin to the left. Breathe out. Twisting deeper and deeper. Very nice. Again, like last time, please untangle your limbs before you roll back to center. And then rocking side to side, hold on to your kneecaps. Draw circles with them. 3 times clockwise. And then reversing on your own. Okay. Now, like a butterfly, have the soles of your feet together. Hold on to the outer edges of your feet, knees wide. Pull your heels in towards your pubic bone, but energetically reach your knees away from you. And then come into a rounded shape, lifting your head off the floor like you want to smell your toes. Bring your toes up towards your forehead. And keeping your feet together and your knees wide, come into Supta Baddha Konasana for a few breaths. So lay your legs on the ground, feet together, knees wide. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Close your eyes. Take a breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Breathe in nose. Breathe out mouth. One more, the deepest breath you've had all Christmas morning. Now you're welcome to rest in the shape for your Shavasana, or if you prefer to lengthen your limbs, take that moment now. Give yourself this gift, this pause to rest your being and to remember what truly matters. This breath, it flows naturally, and it's all you need. This body is magical. It can heal itself. Oftentimes, we just need to get out of the way, release any limitations. See if you can catch the moment your mind starts to play tricks on you. It loves to overcomplicate things. Just like these rainstorms in Hawaii. They come and they go quickly. The thoughts, they rise and fall. And sometimes they're stormy. Sometimes they're calm. All you're doing is watching, listening, knowing this too shall pass. And on the other side, there's often a rainbow, bright light. Now you're welcome to rest as long as you need. Give yourself this gift. Whenever you're ready to reawaken, do so intentionally. Purposefully inviting in each breath. Awakening each finger and toe, as if you're saying hello, greeting your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching arms long overhead and toes down below. When you roll over to one side, stay there extra long, doing nothing, simply waiting, watching, observing. This is your moment to let go of any resistance. Letting go of things needing to be a certain way. Accepting what is. When you're ready to rise, take it slow. Keep your eyes closed. Take your hands together in front of your heart, saying something kind to yourself or a wish for yourself. Drawing your prayer up to your forehead, saying a wish to somebody else. A prayer, if you will. And then bowing forward, kiss the earth, touch the earth with your fingertips, with your forehead. A little love for the mother of us all. The light in me honors the divine light within you. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. Mele Kalikimaka. Merry Christmas from my fam to yours. Hope you're feeling cozy and warm. I'll show you the kitty is sleeping here. He's so cozy. Have a lovely rest of your day.